Hi, welcome to the Peaceful Home. If you're new here, I'm Teresa Elling, and this is Vlogtober Day 5, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about a repeating weekly schedule that I do. It was one of my projects this weekend to work on. I'm kind of in a new season, not only with Vlogtober, but with some of my evenings, and just needed to create a new one of these. And this is a schedule that I put together, and it doesn't change for the most part. Of course, things can change, but these are things that I do regularly every single week. Now, one way that this comes in really handy is if I look at my calendar, and I might check and look like and say, oh, Monday is totally blank. There's nothing there. And so let's say that someone calls and says, hey, can you do such and such on Monday? And I look at my calendar and I say, the whole day's free, like, sure. The thing is, when I look at my repeating weekly schedule, I see that I have quite a bit that I'm doing on Monday. But these are the regular things like my chores and how I'm spending time with my family and my workout and things that I don't put on my calendar. So it can be really easy to overcommit if you're simply looking at a calendar or a planner. So what I do with this, I made up this on the computer on Word, and if you're not familiar with that, I guarantee you can find a friend or family member that's familiar with Word that could show you how to make a basic table. And that's all I did, and I put my time slots in. Each line is half an hour, 30 minutes. And then I pencil in, kind of get a rough draft of the week. And when I've got it all completed, then I use some highlighter. I am a visual person, if you can't tell. So if this doesn't work for you, please feel no pressure to do it. But seeing the different colors kind of breaks up the day for me. And sometimes I've gone in and like colored in my boxes with colored pencil. You can do all kinds of things. You could even do it on the computer. That I'm really not willing to take the time to do, but some people really enjoy that. So it's totally customizable. And for me, what I have done is the regular things that happen every week. So the first thing is my morning routine. And for each of the 30 minutes, if I have, say, 15 minutes of one thing and 15 of another, I'll just write them both on the same line. So this goes through doing my workout, showering, making my husband lunch, my quiet time, my time to check email and social media, my 15-minute declutter, and my chore of the day. And my chore of the day changes each day, so I've got that written down. I know what I'm doing. And then I've got time set aside for Vlogtober. This will all change at the end of the month. My lunch and reading time, which I love to read, but when I'm busy, it just falls by the wayside and I don't get to read. So I'm trying something new, committing to reading after lunch. And so that is on the schedule because if it's not on here, I probably won't do it. And then I'm also using time blocking. If you're familiar with that, it's the concept of taking a chunk of time specifically for a certain reason, for projects, for maybe you love to paint and you never seem to fit it in, and you can get a 2-hour window and block it off for painting or whatever it is you want to do. So I have some time blocks on here. I have my time at the church and my staff meeting. I also have it broken up for dinner, the nights that I cook, the nights that my daughter cooks, the nights that we're out. And then our evenings, making sure that our evenings are established and written down. Sometimes I will actually put sticky notes on these because things can change. And that way, if I need to change it around, for example, I'm doing a women's book study on Thursday nights, and that only runs for 7 weeks. So I don't usually make these more often than, maybe quarterly, really maybe twice a year. So I'm not going to make a whole new sheet at the end of 7 weeks, but I'll have that on a Post-it note so that I can just swap it with another night if I'm now going to do a finance class on Tuesday nights. So it really works well for me. It helps me establish what my normal routines are in the morning and the evening. And it just gives me a way of having something to look at when I think I have the whole day free. And really, it's my day to grocery shop or my day to do laundry or whatever it is. Another option is to take the schedule and color code it for your family. And that way you can see at a glance what each person in your family is doing regularly during the week. So if you have kids, maybe you have sports or after school things. So Sarah has soccer practice Tuesday and Thursday, and you've got that blocked off. Now, something like a dentist appointment is not going to go on here. That would go in your calendar or planner. Only the things that are repeated each week go on the weekly repeating schedule. So give this a try, see if it will help you personally or maybe your whole family to know what's on the schedule for the week to come. Thank you so much for joining me on The Peaceful Home.